Alright YouTube, so quick little RX8 update. It does run. I've got to idle and everything, and it'll start up without hitting the gas now, so that's a good thing. Then idle, I drove it up on the ramps a couple times actually, then I decided to actually put the back on the ramps, put the front on jack stand so I can lower the front, raise the front. Right now it's going to be easier to work on with it up, but once I get the motor to that point, I can let down. But for right now, I do have the LS motor for it. Let's show you that real quick. Yeah, so I have it inside. Alright, here's the LS motor. Like I said, it's almost complete motor except some front accessories. I mean, coils, plugs, exhaust manifolds, oil pan. Front needs replaced, but I mean, the problem with it is, you see right there, I don't know with this lighting, but the block is actually cracked. Well, not exactly cracked, but broken off, which it was the outer part. I do have the block for it right there, so I will be shortly tearing that motor down, putting everything in this one, plus some new stuff. But this is a 6-bolt main. I don't know if you can see. I mean, that's where one bolt goes. Do not have my flashlight on me, and I mean the 4 bolts up here. So it's a good block. You can see LS1 5.7 LS1. So it's the same block as that. And I will be, when I get this all torn apart, obviously we have to replace a bunch of, like, some internal parts that you don't want to reuse, like, I mean, head bolts, stuff like that. And I will hopefully be doing a cam in it, lifters, rods, rockers, springs, stuff like that. So I'll be doing a video on that. But for now, I am going to fix this motor because, like I said, it does run, but the coolant seals are bad. So I am going to replace that so I can drive this around until I do that. That'll give me more time to work on that, do it yourself tutorial type things on tearing it down, putting it back together, putting cam in it, lifters, all that stuff. And also I can do a video on taking this motor out, pulling it apart, fixing it, putting it back in, stuff like that. I know there's not too many people out there who work on RX8s, but for those who do, or those who want to get into them, they're nice cars. I mean, as long as you take care of this motor, I mean, it is a weird motor and a lot of maintenance, but if you take care of it, it'll last you a long time. The problem with, they say you can't really get over 400 horsepower, even turbo in it. So, and then you need a lot more stuff. But, so that's the plan. So I'm actually going to start. I've already pulled the cables off, but I'm going to start pulling everything out. I was going to do a video the whole time, but I'll take little videos here and there because she's pressure washing the deck, so it's going to be really loud, and I don't quite have the editing software to fast forward through things right now, so I don't want to make a 2 to 3, 4 hour long video of tearing it apart, even though I can do it in sections. But I'm actually trying to do it fairly quickly. But I'll after I do something, I'll show you what I did, what I'm about to do. So let's get to this and start tearing this thing apart. Alright, so I got a little ways. We took a break power washing, so it's quiet now, so I'll take a video. I got the air box out, coolant reservoir out. That's for the bottom of the air box where it sits. Here's the battery box. The battery. Only broke a couple things so far. I don't know why I didn't just pull the hose off like I did that one, but live and learn. I am putting like bolts back where they went, so it's not as easy to forget where they went. Normally I'm pretty good. I can throw all the bolts in a bucket and somehow remember where they go. That's one good thing about me. I gotta take these hoses off. The belt is even in really good shape. I mean, both of them. I think there's only two. Yeah, there's only two that I see. They're in good shape. I mean, the pulleys don't look all that bad. Besides it being dirty, those are probably factory coils, which will need changed. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be that difficult. There's a lot of little stuff that you gotta take off that I've watched some videos on, just because it'll be in the way of pulling stuff out. Like some lines down there. I got this stuff pulled to the side. So yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely, and I'm hoping this will also help me remember where stuff goes. If I can't remember, I'll just look at this video. But yeah, got a little bit out there. Time to pull some more out. Alright, so we got a little more done. I got the, I think it's called like an air pump. I'm not 100% sure. But I believe that's what pumps hot air from the exhaust to the motor to help cool. I'm not 100% sure. Something like that, or it pumps hot air into the catalytic converters. That's what I think it is. I'm not as great on these motors as a lot of people. This was my first one working on it, so it's also an experience for me. It's one reason I wanted this car. I wanted to see what all it was about. But yeah, I believe what it does is pump. That's what it's plugged in. It pumps hot air, pumps air into down to the catalytic converter to warm them up, to help the warm up process. Basically something like that. I could be wrong, so don't kill me. But alright, so we got that removed. That was one bolt here, this plug-in on the bottom, this little plug-in, 2 bolts here, and I had to use a wrench to get in there because I couldn't get a socket in there. Then this little hose, and that was it to get that out. I got, I got the hoses to the thermostat housing off. They're just hanging here. Now I got the throttle body unplugged, the alternator unplugged and the wire off. Got this unplugged. I've got both these unplugged down here. And that is to the oil pump. It pumps your engine oil into the rotor housing to oil your apex seals. I believe that's how it works. I got to take these. I already got this unplugged, but here's the 2 wires to the fuse box. Got to unplug them, pull all these wires. I believe this is going to have to come off with the motor. I'm hoping not, because there's a lot of, it goes way up here, so we'll have to see about that. I'm also watching videos myself to see exactly what to do here. Like I said, this is my first one doing this, so it's also a learning experience for me. But so I am watching videos like here. This is where the coolant reservoir bolted in. It had it had this hose going down to the radiator, feeding it, and then it had the hose going over here. The air box was bolted in here. Just pulled it off. Obviously, the rest of it. Battery box was pulled the top off. It bolted here and here. Instead, is a 2-piece bolted like that, and then this popped onto it. There was the 4 bolts for that. I just left these little screws in here. I mean, there's no point in pulling that off. It's just gonna get lost. But yeah, this was how it sits in the car. The one hose went here. I put these back on here so I don't lose it. But here's the air pump. This is how it's set in there. There was that plug, plug down here, and then those 2 bolts down there, and this plug-in. I don't think crap, I'm not sure if that's supposed to go to anything. I'm gonna have to look that up because it's just kind of cut, so I don't believe it's supposed to be like that, because that kind of looks like a small mass airflow type sensor. That's what it looks like, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I guess I didn't even have to unplug this. Huh. Might as well plug that back in. If I can get it back in. Oh, come on, there we go. Alright, so that's that part. That's where that hose went. It pumps air into the exhaust like that. But yeah, so far, I believe I'm going to have to take the alternator off to get back there, because I got these unplugged and it goes way back there. Ooh, that's kind of dirty right there. I'm going to have to clean that off. So that's as far as I've gotten so far. I'm hoping I can get quite a bit more done. Obviously the engine's not going to be out tonight. I am hoping for this weekend, but who knows. So that's as far as I've gotten. I'm going to keep at it.